Hey guys, Min here. Welcome back to Your House Fitness. I'm here with
Jerry.
We're going to go over mountain climbers. We're going to do two variations for you today. We're going to do one with an elevated position up for your arms, and then we'll do the more traditional version on the floor. I may talk about different ways of executing the mountain climber as well for different skill levels. The mountain climber is a very simple exercise. If you know how to do a plank, you're halfway there. You know how to do high knees, you got it all for yourself. He's going to get onto pirouette bars. He's going to have a neutral wrist position, and he can be slightly more offset that way, so he has more clearance for his legs. Go ahead. He's just going to attack the plank position. I would like you to go onto the balls of your toes, actually, if that's possible. I don't want to crease your shoes too much, though. From here, I'm going to ask Jerry to take a big belly breath. When he inhales, he wants to expand his stomach, and he's going to take a big brace. He's going to try to relax his neck as much as possible, and he's going to push his arms through the bar, ideally to get a little taller off of the bar. So we're going to protract right there. When I look at Jerry here, I don't really see his scapula is overly engaged now, a much more stacked position. All he has to do now is lift one knee at a time as he balances on one leg. Go ahead. Go slow too for the camera. There we go. You can strike the floor before you switch the feet. There you go. Yeah, there it is. That way he has some rhythm and consistency to it. You're going to do 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and break. Good. This is the more traditional way to do mountain climbers. I personally think it's a bit too volatile of a movement. When I teach core, I like things to be a little slower. So all I'm going to do is ask him to do the exact same motion, but he's going to take every step very slowly. And when he's doing this, I'm going to watch for his hips to not overly rotate to one side or the other. When we do mountain climbers and we remove one leg, we remove a base of support. When we lose that base of support, our obliques have to work much harder to keep us engaged. So when Jerry's going to do this now, he's going to do the same thing just a little slower, and I want him to feel his hip balance out, okay? When you're ready, take your time, nice and slow. He's going to lift one knee, very good, and he's going to swap the legs. We have a little bit of movement in the pelvis, so he's always going to do is take a deep breath in, expand your stomach, hold your breath as you switch. Good. Stay tense as you switch. Switch. Switch, just like that. 3, 2, 1, break. Good stuff. I like that a lot more. It's much more challenging, and he slowed it down. He slowed it down. Sometimes when you guys are exercising, going slower, this is a great way to progressively overload instead of rushing through things, okay? We're going to transition now to the floor. I'm just going to move this out the way. Jerry's going to take a mountain climber on a high plank position on the ground. So he's going to start on his high plank position. This is much harder because you are much closer to the ground, and that means the moment arm is much greater. Here's another great way for him to test your core stability. His hip is a little lower than his spine, so I'm asking him to lift his hip up a bit. And now he's going to take a deep breath in. Tuck your lats like you're doing a lat pull down, please. Good. Squeeze your glutes very hard. Your hands, you're going to grab him in the ground to create maximum stability. From here, he can do his high knee switch, just like that. Okay, so spend a lot of time on the setup, figure out those little details, so when you get on the mountain climber, your form is immaculate. Okay, 3, 2, and break. Good stuff. His form was fantastic. It was really good. He got his hip engaged. Now I'm going to ask him some questions. Jerry, how'd you feel?
Yeah, tired.
Tired?
Yeah, I needed to really engage my core as well as my entire back. And while I'm switching legs, I needed to engage my obliques to not make a twist or bend. Yeah, so a lot of core.
Do you have any tips for feeling your obliques or keeping your core tight during that motion?
Just hold your breath when you're lifting your leg and really feeling your core muscles.
Yeah, I think he did a great job. I think breathing is very important as well, especially creating that valsalva when you just brace a little bit. Finding your breath when both your legs have struck the floor and you're in a regular plank is probably the best place. I wouldn't inhale, exhale while you're on one leg. It's just way too hard at that point, okay? With that being said, I think that was a great demonstration of mountain climbers. We'll see you guys next time.